Howdy doody, folks. Happy Homebrew Wednesday. Today, I'm drinking a liter of my Oktoberfest. Man. Cheers, guys. So good to see ya. It's good to have this thing done. Let's give it a whirl. Beautiful. We gotta take a look at this thing from the other side. Cheers, everybody. I've waited on this day for so long. Now that it's finally here, I can't say I haven't tried this beer yet. I've had a few of them already, and man, I think it just gets better and better. It's different to be surrounded by carboys. You know, this beer was back in the freezer in this carboy for over 60 days. This beer was based on Chris and Ryan's Oktoberfest. Homebrewers from Livermore, California, and got the silver medal among 273 entries in the 2018 National Homebrew Competition in Portland. Okay, so second among 273 entries. I think in the amber European beer category, if I remember right. Their OG came out to 1056 or 1058. Mine was 1056. And if I remember right, the color completely just came from the caramel malt. I used 6 pounds of Pilsner Weyermann malt, some Munich malt, Vienna caramel 60. Okay, and then for the hops, Hallertau, and then just a starter of Oktoberfest Mars and Yeast from White Labs, the WLP 820. So if you want to see the actual recipe, go back to the day I made it, making the Oktoberfest, my first lager, about 10 weeks ago, something like that. I do pull up the Beersmith screen. Theirs was for a 10-gallon batch, so I had to half it. I didn't half it exactly. I roughly halved it. So this isn't exactly Chris and Ryan's beer, but it's my beer. And gosh dang. Wow, it's clear as a bell. There was some haze on it earlier, so you couldn't really tell. But I can easily see my hand through it. It's nice and light. ABV wise, I think it came out around just north of 5%, you know, maybe 5.2, 5.3% ABV. Super light. Like if you get a Sam's Oktoberfest, it's way sweeter, way more malty, just a heavier beer all around. This one, just like I like it, a super light drinker. Beautiful, crisp, refreshing. It's got a little sweetness to it, but man, by far not like malty. A little malty. It's pretty dry. So, man, oh man. So full disclosure, even though it's Homebrew Wednesday, it's Saturday right now. I'm watching the 3rd round of the US Open golf tournament on TV. I really want to get back in there. Matt Wolf, my boy from Oklahoma State, who won their football game against Tulsa today. Luckily, I feel like. Matt Wolf is leading the field as we speak. And you know, if he's leading heading into tomorrow, I'm going to be pretty nervous waking up. I'm probably going to dream about like missing short putts. But you know, by the time you see this video, that'll all be over with. So I guess it's kind of a testament to living here in the moment and just enjoying it, because you blink and it's gonna be over. So if he wins, I'll be riding the wave for a few days. I'll be eternally happy for Matt Wolff if he wins this tournament. But today is kind of a nerve-wracking day, especially after that football game, which was ugly. But we lost our quarterback after like 6 or 7 plays on offense, so I was ready to scrap this season. Nothing quite like sports to, I don't know, wad you up and give you a nice boot in the ass. I will say, if this beer were any heavier, it would be difficult to sit there and drink a liter of it. This beer's making it pretty easy on me, you know? It's no Bud Light as far as lightness goes, but it's beautiful. It's nice and light and beautiful, and I love it. And I plan to make it every year. You know, this is what I've talked a lot on this channel about. Am I gonna be able to make beer forever? You know, what happens when I get old and, you know, can't lift 5-6 gallons at a time? I don't know. You know, if and when I quit making videos, I'll probably still be making beer, hopefully. And even if I get to the point where I'm only making 1 beer a year, you're looking at it. It's too good to not do again. And you know, it was such a nice slow burn process. It'd be great. Only make 1 beer a year. I make the Oktoberfest. You better catch it before it's gone every year, you know. So this beer will be with me for a while. Not the one in the keg. It's gonna be a sad day when the keg floats. But there's more beers to look forward to. You know, I want to do another IPA. I've never kegged an IPA before, so maybe I'll do that and then refill the keg with it when it's gone. Because, you know, I don't drink a lot of IPAs in the summertime, but when fall rolls around and my beers get just a little bit darker, not that IPAs are dark beers, but I need to make another one and keg it. And then as soon as that's gone, it'll probably be about time to make a stout. I'll probably bottle my stouts because I don't drink a ton of them, and I'll definitely want to share them with people. But I have an idea for a peanut butter cup stout that I'm going to make this fall, winter, and I'm really looking forward to that beer too. Talk about a tankard. At the height of COVID season, I walked into the liquor store on a Tuesday or something, and I got a couple 6-packs of nice local craft beer, and I'm walking out and I look up on the shelf and it's this, and I just kind of stare at it for a little bit, like, it's only like $6, $7. I grab it, I take it to the register, I said, you know, it's just one of those days. And everybody during COVID season, you know, is a little bit like, it's 9 a.m., is it late enough to quit, or is it late enough to start drinking yet? It's COVID season. Okay, so when it's the weekend, I'm really not governed by time. The only time that I would feel bad drinking a beer, and not that I'd feel that bad, but would be like while I was at work. I get home, it's around 5, okay. On the weekends, a fair game. It's up for grabs. So, hope you're drinking along with me today. If you don't have a nice homebrew or craft beer, you know, hopefully you got something from the store that's nice and tasty, and I hope you're loving it right along with me. You know, if you're in the neighborhood, swing by. If you subscribe to my channel, just so you know I know who you are, follow me on Instagram. You're coming to Oklahoma City, hit me up. Please swing by and have a beer with me. This is just so clear. You know, like I said, I've never lagered before, so I've never had the experience of drinking one of my own beers that I can like see my hand through. It's beautiful. And there's actually a guy when I was learning to lager, he said, you want to make a clear beer? He said, it's no secret, lager it. You know? Clears up. I'd like to do a lager for this coming summer. Just a nice light, like an American light lager. And, you know, maybe do it in February. Lager it for 3-4 months, something like that, and really see how clear I can make it. Because this is fun. When you make a nice, clean, clear beer like this, it's like you just want to do it over and over. But it's kind of hard to forget about the 60 days, you know, or the 60 days it took to do it. And I won't say, it's not that you forget about it. It's kind of like pain. You remember how bad it hurt, but you don't really remember. You know, at this point it's like, yeah, let's do it again. But while it's going, you're like, is this ever gonna end, you know? Am I ever gonna get to enjoy the fruits of my labor? In true fall fashion, guys, harvest. This is harvest. And, you know, may your planting be plentiful, so your harvest can be plentiful as well. And may you wait in peace, and may you pace in peace, because this time is coming when you're gonna have your beer kegged or bottled, and it's gonna be worth it, okay? And if you've never made beer before, let me tell you this. You could do a brew in the bag method, where you just make this beer in your kitchen, and you could do this same beer. If you lived in an apartment, as long as you had like a fridge or something that you could devote just to the beer and temp control it, or a deep freeze or something like that, even if you live in an apartment, you can make this beer. Okay, so it's something to think about. It's nice and easy. I knew I'd catch a little buzz out here today, but I kind of underestimated how full I was gonna get. And I should have seen it coming, you know. That's the fact that the human stomach can hold this much. Man, no wonder it stretches you a little bit and isn't the most comfortable thing in the world. Good stuff though. A lot different than sitting out here and drinking a pint. You know, when I drink a pint for a video, just kind of sipping here and there, forget about it for a while. I'm talking, take another drink. Before I know it, it's gone. Man, you really got to stay on a liter. But the cool thing is, when I'm done, gonna have a nice little buzz. It'll take me into the evening hours and probably take a little bit of time off, watch some golf, and then come back out here and hit this keg again. My friends better hurry up and get the hell over here. I have a buddy who wanted to come do the video with me and drink some, but he's got stuff to do today. So he said he'll be here next weekend. I said, I hope I have some Oktoberfest left. I got this nice green, you know, fake turf under me today. You can't really see it. You know, carpet has always been a comfort thing for me. And I've got this strip of carpet that runs under my chair. So when I walk out here at night to get a beer, I got carpet that goes over to the fridge. It really makes it nice and cozy in here. So if you've got like a brew dungeon, if you're in your basement, go get a carpet sample. Check it out. Just pad down here in your socks. And it's pretty cool. Not down here, I'm in the garage, so I guess I should say out here. But, I don't know. I guess the houses I was raised in always had carpet, and we have hardwood or laminate in our living room. My wife hates carpet, but man, I love it so much. So I had to put some carpet out here in the garage so I can enjoy it. Got my brew shop shirt on. The brew shop in Oklahoma City. Cheers, Gail. You know, without you, don't know what would do around here. You know, not only is the shop super awesome and one of the only ones around here, but Gail is super knowledgeable and she's been at it forever. And it's always good to go in and talk to her. She's a super cool person. So shout out. Thanks for all that you do. Every time I go to the brew shop, actually, as I'm driving away, the same thought is always in my head. Like, what happens when Gail retires? What if she sells it to someone who doesn't want to keep the brew shop? What if we don't have any more brew shop in Oklahoma City? And part of me was like, man, I need to be in a position financially to where when she wants to sell it, if no one wants to buy it, I can buy it just to keep the thing going. But man, I don't know about all that. She does a lot, and I know she does most of it on her own. Man, I just can't imagine. But I can imagine how fun it would be. Would I drink on the job if I had her job? Absolutely. Would I run the brew shop into the ground? It's possible. I'm not a good business person. So hopefully, you know, hopefully someone out there savvy wants to take it over when she hangs it up. You know, not that that's going to happen anytime soon. You know, I wish her many, many more decades and many more decades of running the brew shop. And I hope it turns out that way. But man, if not, I hope someone takes over who can pull her weight. She's a good one. Cheers, Gail. I think that's about the size of it today. Cheers, everybody. It's been a great Homebrew Wednesday. It's old home. Man. The stories these two guys could tell together. Man. Deep and dark and cold. But they did a good job. Cheers, everybody. It was good to see you. As always, it was great to be back. I'll see you next week with something. Not sure what that's going to be yet. Gonna have to think on that. Have a few more of these today. I'll try to come up with something good. Okay? Thanks for joining me. Cheers. That wasn't very good. Cheers. I'm gonna go watch some golf.